Hi viewers, my name is Tori. How are you today? So here today I'm gonna talk about career error, career mistakes people make. You know, when they're trying to be professionals. Okay, so the very first mistake I want to talk about is settling. Settling for the kind of job you do not want. People settle for jobs they don't want because they feel, oh, I just need to put food on my table. Yes, it is good to settle for jobs sometimes, but you need to watch it so you don't become too comfortable in the same job that you do not want for too long. So for example, let's assume you recently lost your job and you're able to find something else that is not what you really want to do, but because you need the money, you want to do that job just to be able to put food on your table. Yes, it's a good thing. You can go ahead and accept that job offer, but please create a goal for yourself. Okay, give yourself a time frame to leave that job. In no circumstances should you settle for a job you do not want, because what settling does is that it makes you miserable on the job. So after 2 3 months you start getting very unhappy because it's not what you want to do. So settling is not something you would want to do. So if you're in that category of people who have settled, some people even go, take it too far. They settle for a job 10 years, they're still in the same job. They haven't gone out, and they're in a job that makes them feel miserable, like they are miserable. They don't know what to do, they don't know how to get out of it, and they just end up having a career life that is not fulfilled. You want to check it if you're in that category. Number two error I would like to quickly talk about today is refusing to network, not being able to network. Network is important, highly important when you're a professional. How do you network? There's so many networking platforms you could take advantage of. You could even meet people, introduce yourself to people, chat with people, collect contacts, and just make friends. Yeah, it's difficult to just walk up to strangers, and you're chatting with strangers, you're picking up their contacts, and it's difficult, we know, but it's worth it. It's something you would like to try. So build your network, build on your network, in your field that you want. What networking does for you is that it gives you information. So you have adequate information, you have the right information from the right set of people. It helps you with your job search. So are you looking for to get a job? Have you been laid off, as a result of this coronavirus thing, and you're looking to get a new job? Do you have the right network to do that? It's so easy for you to just walk up to a network and say, oh, I'm trying to get a job in this XYZ, and the network say, oh, I know this company, I know who owns this company, or I know somebody working in this company, I could introduce you. That's what networking does. Or are you a salesperson and you do not network? Apparently it means you're not a good salesperson, because it's absolutely important for a salesperson to be social. You can't avoid being social as a salesperson. So, but that cuts across other professions as well. We need to network so that in the time when we need to get a new job, or we need to get some kind of information, or we need to get the right certification to help us to have, attain a higher skill, you have the right information to go about doing that. I hope I've been able to explain networking for you. We just have to come out of our shells, really, to be able to network. The third point I would like to give is overworking. When you overload yourself with work, it's a problem. What that does for you is that it reduces your social time, your social life is affected, it affects your emotional state of mind, because apparently when all you think about is work, 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 you don't think about development, you don't think about any other thing, you don't even think about your friends or family, you don't think about, you just want to work, 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 and achieve your target. It will tell on other things that are important in your life. So it is important for you to strike a balance. Okay, you need to work, yes, but you also need to strike a balance so that your work does not affect your learning abilities, which is the next thing I want to talk about. Learning. When you refuse to learn, when you stop learning. So are you in that position where you think you know it all and you do not need to learn from anybody? That's a dangerous place to be. Nobody is above learning. No matter how knowledgeable you are, no matter how skilled you are, there is always something to learn. If you're done with learning everything that has to do with your career, why don't you look at other options? You could learn languages. There are other things to learn. Do not stop learning. And the only time the only way you can have time to learn is when you create time for learning. So that goes, hand in hand with not overloading yourself with too much work. Because that way you can read books, you can learn, you can attend classes, you can do all the things that would impact you positively. So that's something you want to check out. Do not stop learning. No matter how knowledgeable you think you are, do not stop learning. Okay, look for other things to learn. Look for how to go about doing other things. Another point I want to talk about is refusing to get corrected. So some people are so knowledgeable in what they do, they feel they are too good in what they do, and they refuse to take correction. So nobody can correct them because they are too good. That's a career killer. Because what that does is that if you're in a company where an organization where they have hierarchy, it's difficult for you to move, you know, above a certain stage. Because what happens is that people are not able to relate with you because they feel you're too much, you know it all, so you're above mistakes, you can't make mistakes, which is not true. No one is above mistakes. So even if whoever is correcting you is not good at what they do, just listen to the correction. There's no harm listening. Pick up what you think is relevant and move on. Okay, but when you get to that point where you are above correction, you can't be corrected, no matter how high you are in your, of course, except you're the owner of the company. Even if you're the owner of the company, there are mistakes you can make, that can affect that company. So when your employees see that you're going to make a mistake that could affect their income, they can come and correct you. And if you refuse to listen to them, at the end of the day, it would impact you so negatively. So nobody is above correction. You should be able to be corrected when being corrected. Another point I would like to talk about, in addition to everything that I have said, is inability to meet deadlines. So are you an entrepreneur and you've been given a job and you can't meet your deadline? That's a problem, because what happens is that your customer, your client who has given you that job will not come back, and they're not going to refer you because you can't meet deadline. Or do you work for an organization, you're an employee and you've been given a day, okay, we have a project, we need to you need to deliver on this project on a certain date, and you do not deliver on the dates you're supposed to deliver without any, you know, evidence or any concrete evidence to show that it is not your fault. That's a problem, because what that happens is that you become what's the word I'm going to use, you become untrustworthy. Your employer will no longer trust you that you can deliver on certain project or at the right time. Even if you deliver, if you end up delivering on the project and you do a perfect job, the issue of time management will still come into play. So time management is key. When it comes to making money, you can't ignore time management. So if you have a problem with time management, I would recommend you go for a course, that will teach you how to manage your time. The best way to manage your time, they will be able to teach you, and you'll be able to maximize the hours you have in a day to achieve your aim. So we're going to talk about something like related to that within a few weeks. However, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to stop here. I hope you've been able to pick something today that would help you in your career life. We all need to grow. We are all trying to grow, and we're all trying to be better in whatever it is we do. So I wish you a lovely evening. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click on subscribe on the subscribe button and support me. Also, you can comment if you have any comments, if you have any correction or whatever it is you want to add to this video. Please go ahead, comment in the comment section, and I would respond to your comment. Thank you very much for listening today. To have a good evening. Bye bye.